I'd like to preface by saying I like the Ford F-150 Raptor. I think it's a cool looking rig with amazing specs, but sometimes I wonder, and I know Ford did too, is it for the everyday driver, or is the styling too over the top or boyish racer looking? I think those answers are somewhat mixed. I know people who daily their Raptors and others only take them out on weekends or whatever. Ford somehow decided that either there was a demand for a less Raptory Raptor, or the F-150 needed another slot to fill in the trim line availability. I also know that while most people like the look of the Raptor, some also want a less aggressive looking yet highly capable truck for their $70,000 plus dollars. In any event, meet the Tremor. No, it's not lying in wait underground, waiting to feel footsteps on the ground and flying towards the unsuspecting victim, only to crash out of the ground all slimy and teeth-like. No, what this truck is waiting to do is take the trails with stride.
Hey everyone, in today's in-depth walk-around review, we're taking a look at this brand new 2022 Ford F-150 Tremor. And this Tremor is painted in agate black. It's a non-metallic color, and it does feature the black perforated leather interior. Full pricing is shown on screen, and a full options list is in the breakdown or the description box below. It does have about $18,000 in options, so it is a very expensive vehicle. But we're going to go through all the details: exterior, interior, mechanical, drivetrain, everything in between. Tremor is actually a really cool truck. It actually slates just underneath the Raptor in terms of off-road ability. This is more of the traditional lifted 4x4 type of vehicle, whereas the Raptor is more of a Baja type.
Of course, the Tremor is four-wheel drive utilizing electronic 2-speed shift-on-the-fly torque-on-demand transfer case with a 373 electronic locking rear axle. The truck sits on a 135.4-inch wheelbase with a ground clearance of 9.4 inches. It features an approach angle of 27.6 degrees, a departure angle of 24.3 degrees, and a ramp breakover angle of 21.2 degrees. Power comes from Ford's all-aluminum 3.5-liter EcoBoost dual overhead cam 24-valve V6 engine. This engine is twin turbocharged and intercooled with direct port fuel injection and a 10.5 to 1 compression ratio. This engine creates a whopping 400 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and a stump-pulling 500 pound-feet of torque at 3,100 RPM. The Tremor can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in an impressive 5.4 seconds, but better yet, with its gross vehicle weight rating of 7,000 pounds and the $445 trailer tow package, it can tow up to 10,900 pounds and haul a maximum payload of 1,595 pounds. While a 26 US gallon fuel tank is standard, the Tremor series, with its $13,590 option package, includes the extended range 36 US gallon fuel tank. This truck consumes 5.6 gallons per 100 miles driven, with an estimated total driving range of a whopping 648 miles. EPA fuel economy figures are 60 miles per gallon in the city, 20 miles per gallon on the highway, and a combined average of 18 miles per gallon. The sole available transmission on this truck is an electronically controlled 10-speed Select Shift 10 R80 automatic, which features progressive range select and driver selectable drive modes. It even includes this trick folding lever to make use of the interior work surface console, a $195 option. And no, it will not fold flat while driving, so don't ask.
It is a crew cab. It's a SuperCrew, short box 5.5 foot cargo box configuration. Alrighty, taking a look around the rear of the Tremor, it is a short box 5.5 foot bed on a SuperCrew cab. And as you can see, not much here except for the stamped aluminum tailgate here. It does have the F-150 there emblazoned in there. You also have this Tremor badge here. Dual exhaust, tow recovery hooks, And you've got 4 and 7 pin wiring down here. You've also got the lock back here, trailer receiver hitch. You don't have a bed cover, but you do have these top rail protectors. You do have the Tremor badge here as well. You've also got large LED tail lamps, blind spot monitor here, amber LED turn indicator, and of course your reverse lamps are back here as well. Pretty cool truck, and when you're actually near one, you can actually appreciate the size and height of this thing. It's pretty big. And as we walk along the profile, you can actually see the exterior dimensions on screen. You can see how massive this vehicle is. It does have a ride lift on it, so it has been lifted from the factory. And it does have those grabber tires. In addition, you've also got these Raptor branded powder coated black steel running boards that also double as rock rails. And the General Grabber AT tires that's on them.
Steering on the Tremor is electrically assisted vehicle speed sensitive variable rate rack and pinion with 3 turns lock to lock and a 47.8 foot turning radius. Wheels are aluminum 18 by 7.5 inch dark matte finish, shot in 275/70 R18 General Grabber AT tires front and rear. Brakes are electronically controlled hydraulic forward wheel disc brakes assisted by ABS, advanced traction control, roll stability control, automatic emergency braking, and pedestrian detection. Up front, we have 13.8 inch vented disc with dual piston sliding calipers, and in the rear, 13.8 inch vented disc with single piston sliding calipers.
Alrighty, we're going to take a look at the front of the Tremor. It's a very aggressive looking truck, although not nearly as aggressive as the Raptor. However, it's still a very cool package. It is off-road minded, of course, and it does have its own unique details. You have these very large, power folding side view mirrors. They are body color skull caps. Got these cameras here. You've also got these nice little bright LED lights here and your turn repeaters. And here in the fender, you do have the F-150 Tremor with this bronze gold accent color here. Really, really cool. Moving to the top of the hood, you have the power dome hood. It does have these flanges right here. They are non-active vents, however. And moving down, recessed within this slate gray or graphite gray housing, you do have dual LED headlamps. You also have the LED driving light, LED turn indicators. You have this little accent bar here for the parking lamp that kind of fits right into the gold bar that goes across the graphite grille. Down below, high intensity LED fog lamps. You've got the yellow gold recovery hooks up front, satin silver bash plate right here. Large, unusual black Ford oval. It's not blue. Just a really, really cool truck. Alrighty, now the Raptor is standard with remote start. It's very easy to operate. Just press the lock button in the middle of the key fob and double press the remote start button on, and it starts right up. Alright, before we get inside, let's take a look at the key fob. It is a smart key access system on a Ford branded key fob. And it has the traditional buttons that any Ford vehicle has: unlock, lock, remote start, your tailgate release and close, and your panic alarm. And we also have Ford's keypad keyless entry system here. By entering in your personal code, it's a 4-digit code, you can lock and unlock the vehicle. In addition, like I said before, smart key access system, and by keeping the key fob in your purse or pocket, you can lock and unlock the vehicle doors. To lock, simply locate this button on the door handle, just press it, and the vehicle will lock. To unlock, simply grab the handle as you would open it. All right, and we're inside, and what we have is a really super nice interior. Nice, comfortable Tremor branded seats with the yellow gold perforations and stitching and piping. In addition, you have this really cool American flag here. Instead of it being silver, it's that gold color. All right, and let's take a look at the door panels real quick. Pretty standard F-150 fare with the exception of the accent stitching here. Does have nice touch materials or soft touch. Door pulls are in here. And we've got our warnings here, and we've also got our 3-driver memory, lock and unlock, power folding mirror controls, and of course your window switches. We've also got this graphite accent panel here, 2-level map storage here. You got a nice amount of storage in the upper section, and of course down below, as one would expect. Premium Bang & Olufsen sound system. And taking a look at the driver's side instrument panel here, we have our mirror spotlights here. Those are controlled when the lights are on. Tailgate release, cargo lamp, automatic headlamp control with fog lamps, and your instrument panel brightness and dim. You've also got your emergency brake here, and your power adjustable pedals. In addition, we've also got a power tilt and telescoping steering column. Both the pedals and the steering column can be programmed to the memories. All right, and we have 8-way power driver and passenger seat. We've got 2-way adjustable lumbar support. And taking a look at the seats, we've just looked at them, but we'll take a closer look at them. They are very comfortable. They're very supportive. And they're nice and highly adjustable. You'll notice the perforations in the headrest and the B&O logo, which means that you actually have personal speakers mounted inside the headrest itself. And coming down, we have the Tremor badge stitched into the backrest and that accent stitching, as well as the off-colored perforations here as well. The seats are heated and ventilated, but they do not feature the active massage on this vehicle. All right, here we are inside the vehicle, and we're going to take a closer look around. As you can see, electrically assisted power steering on a nice traditional Ford 3-spoke or 4-spoke steering wheel. It is leather wrapped, and it does have that yellow gold accent stitching. I'm not really sure what they call that. I'll have to look it up. All right, so we have multiple controls on the steering wheel. Over here, we do have our cruise controls. We also have our lane departure warning and our smart cruise. So it does have adaptive cruise control here. We also got your audio volume up and down and our voice command controls there. Over here on the right hand side, we have our trip computer controls and more media and phone controls. Multifunction stalk over here controls the wiper washer. You also have your high beams and your turn indicators. Taking a look at the instrument cluster, it is just a LCD panel with augmented digital or analog style gauges. You have a 7,000 RPM tach over on the left, and over on the right we have a 120 mile per hour speedometer. And in the middle we have our accessory gauges, so fuel, transmission temperature, oil pressure, and coolant temperature. However, by pressing the menu button on the steering wheel, you're actually able to go into truck info. You can display various gauges within the reconfigurable screen, so tire pressure. We've also got our pitch and roll for off-road use, off-road status, so transfer case and your wheel degrees and all that kind of stuff. Power distribution, our engine information, and our seatbelt status. Another neat feature within the settings menu is configure gauges. So within configure gauges, we are actually able to swap our middle gauges. We can swap those back and forth if we want. We can also select our left gauge in the middle. So right now it's at oil pressure, but we could do transmission temperature, we could do turbo boost, or we could do none at all and get rid of that gauge. We're going to leave it at oil pressure. Since transmission temperature is already selected, we can't select it again, but we can also swap that out if we want for turbo boost. We'll just leave it like that for now. I thought that was kind of a cool feature there. And we've also got Eco Coach and border crossing and all that kind of stuff. Neutral tow, vehicle maintenance, all that kind of stuff. And that's basically it for that. Moving over the top of the dash, as you can see here, we do have a tweeter here mounted in the A-pillar with a grab handle. Nice soft touch material. We've also got corner speakers there and the B&O center point speaker and a nice large storage tray. All right, moving down the center of the dashboard, we have our large Sync 4 system. It's a large touchscreen display, very reactive, very nice and crisp graphics, very quick to respond. As you can see, it is also split screen. You can move that back. You can bring it back into play. You can also swipe through different menus. Pretty cool. And of course we have our audio controls, our phone controls, navigation as shown, favorites menu, apps. Not very many apps in this one, but there could be. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all wireless, screen settings, sync navigation settings, all that kind of stuff, and vehicle features including trail turn assist or towing, driver assistance, zone lighting, and the owner's manual. Placing the vehicle in reverse, reveals our backup camera. We have backup camera with active guidance lines. We've also got our top-down view over here with cross path detection and a bunch of different views here, so we can show different camera views, a full screen, bed camera, if it had a front-facing camera, which it does not, trailer hitch camera, and our trailer guidance for reverse guidance. Alright, moving down. A couple different controls here. Push to start right here. Pro trailer backup assist. We've also our trailer brake controller here. Our four-wheel drive transfer case selector, drive mode selector, and our axle locker or diff lock. And down here we have volume controls, tune controls. You can turn the screen off and on. You do different audio features, seek and scan. And down here we have our climate controls for driver and passenger, rear defroster, front defroster, panel distribution, 3 zones of automatic leveling, recirculate, AC and max AC. Down here we have our heated steering wheel, heated and ventilated seats, fan speed control, and the passenger side heated and ventilated seats. 12 volt power point, 120 volt, 400 watt household style AC outlet. We've also got an auxiliary glove box in the top and a large glove box down here. Behind this little sliding tray is 2 USB, a USB type A and type C, and a wireless charging mat. Alright, take a look at the center console. It's a very wide center console, as you can see. Nice dual cup holders, a little phone storage tray here, our shift lever. Now, this only works when it's in park, but you can lower the shift lever into the console. And on this one, we have the work surface, so we can lift this over. And we have a nice flat work surface for a laptop or writing notes or anything like that. Really, really handy. This padded armrest also opens up to reveal a nice amount of deep storage, a secondary storage tray with coin storage and odds and ends. Overall, I feel like the interior of the F-150 and the F-150 Tremor all together are very well thought out places to be. They're very, very comfortable. They're very quiet. Not very truck light if you ask me. Did forget to go over the top row of buttons here. So we have blank switch here, but we have our camera view. We have our Copilot 360 parking assist, 4-way flashers, traction control, and our off-road assist. Overhead, we have a automatic dimming rearview mirror. On the driver's side sun visor, we have 3-channel home link universal garage door opener, Bluetooth microphone here, and the B&O sound system speaker above the driver and above the passenger. And overhead, we do have overhead LED reading lights, area lighting, and dome delay, passenger airbag indicator switch, our power sliding rear window, sunglasses holder, and 6 auxiliary switches. Sun visors are gigantic. They have illuminated vanity mirrors, and of course they swing out and they slide out on extension rails. Alright, now let's take a look at the rear seat. As you would expect with a SuperCrew, the rear seat is enormous. Very, very large amounts of head and leg room. Nice flat floor. Overhead reading lights. And this is a 60/40 split folding seat. It does have the same Tremor badges. And you've also got high adjustable head restraints. You have the center armrest that folds down to reveal cup holders. You have entry assist handles, seat back mat pockets. We've also got cup holders back here, heated outboard seats, positional air vents, a 12-volt power point, USB Type A and Type C charge ports, 120-volt, 400-watt household-style AC outlet. Here's your assist handle for getting in, and our door panel. I forgot to show it, but nice material here. Same as the front door. Power windows, door release, cup holder, dual storage trays molded into the door pockets, Bang & Olufsen sound speakers back here as well. And of course I stated that these seats do fold. They do fold upwards, and you have this nice little storage compartment that can collapse. It goes all the way the width of the vehicle. But the seat backs themselves, as best as I know, is they do not fold down. Alrighty, last but not least is the bed. Several ways to open the tailgate. First way is this button here on the driver's side instrument panel. And the second way is to go into the handle area here. Instead of a traditional handle, it's just a membrane switch. And you can press that button and the tailgate would release. But who wants to do that when you can do this instead? Yep, just like the other F-150s, the Tremor has a power opening and closing tailgate. That being said, the tailgate is extremely light. It doesn't weigh hardly anything because it's aluminum. However, we still have that. We have a nice little work surface on here as well. We have a little pin holder, cup holders. We have inch and metric rulers. It goes all the way across here. Another nice feature is it can double as a work surface, as I stated. So we have these little openings here that can open to receive a clamp. And inside the bed, as you can see from the dimensions on screen, it's just a standard sized bed. You do have these little cleats here, and we do have the cleat connectors inside the truck that it can attach there for tie downs. And of course, we've also got LED bed lighting here and another household style AC outlet, 120 volt, 400 watt. And as you can see, it's actually pretty tall. It'd be kind of hard to get into if you need to get in the bed. So Ford, pretty much the start of this trend, has made the tailgate step a little bit easier to operate this time. And you have the grippy step here, but it's a lot easier when you have a handle. There you go. Of course, we've seen this 100 times before, but it's still nice to show. And closing it all up is reversed. There's actually a number here, 1, 2, and then of course the step is 3. And we drop this back in, and then this part here, the handle, it goes right back into its little storage tray, and the step goes right into the tailgate. All right, and you're ready to close the tailgate, and that's just as easy as opening it with the key fob. Alrighty, that does conclude our in-depth walk-around review of the 2022 Ford F-150 Tremor. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please comment down below. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/neighborhoodcarreviews and Instagram at BrensoJ1. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.